Hey, guys. So this week I want to talk all about how your nervous system powerfully impacts everything that you want to create more of in your life, whether that's more freedom, more income, more a partner, whether that is a house on the Mediterranean, whatever it is that you want to bring more of into your life, into your business, into your being, your nervous system impacts every single piece of it. So here's the deal with your nervous system and the way the subconscious works. Your subconscious is trying to keep you safe. It's trying to keep you alive. This is a totally adaptive process. This evolved to protect you, to keep you alive, to keep you breeding, to keep your offspring living on to the next generation. Basically, our nervous system and our subconscious mind work in cooperation with each other so that a lion doesn't come and chew on our brains and kill us. The way this works is basically our subconscious mind responds to things going on in our environment before we're even aware of them. So it's operating outside of our awareness. It then gives our nervous system basically feedback from our body, through our bodies, through our feelings, not in our thinking mind, not in our conscious mind. It gives our nervous system feedback. Oh my gosh, you're in danger. You're in threat. You gotta survive. You gotta protect yourself. So run or fight or freeze and play dead like an animal or charm the person, take them to coffee. Now, those are the fight, flight, freeze, or fawn responses. The stress responses that your nervous system goes into when it's trying to cope with a stressor like the perceived lion. The problem is in our society, we don't have any lions chasing us down anymore, right? There's no lions chasing you down on Main Street. But what is happening is you have a crappy boss, you have a stressful day at work, traffic's driving you crazy, maybe your kids are having a hard time at school, maybe you've got some money stress going on, maybe your last launch in your business isn't going according to plan. You have stressors going on. When you experience these stressors, it's not necessarily a big deal. Your nervous system is built to deal with stressors. You know, you have a crappy day in traffic driving home, you get stressed. 10 minutes after you're done dealing with that stressor, you feel calm again and you feel back to baseline. That's what's supposed to happen. Unfortunately, what happens is we all experience chronic stress. It's not just the traffic. Then we get home and we fight with our spouse, or our kids are having a hard time at school, like I mentioned, or we get an unexpected bill in the mail, or suddenly our boss calls us up and is upset about the report we just turned in earlier that day, or we're worried about our mom, or whatever it might be. And it goes on and on and on. And the stress makes us feel tighter and tighter and tighter. As that stress makes us feel tighter and tighter, it's chronic stress. And at that point, what happens is for many of us, our nervous system becomes dysregulated. What that means is basically your nervous system has a hard time bouncing back to sort of neutral after it experiences a stressor. Your nervous system is meant to be able to help you run away from the lion, but it's meant to come back to the midline after that happens. But for so many of us, we don't come back to that midline. Now, you might be asking yourself at this point, Ash, what the heck does that have to do with manifestation, with calling in my desires, with creating what I really want, with making more money, with making my business successful, with having a great relationship? What does that have to do with that? Well, here's the deal. As long as you are feeling this sense of chronic stress, and you're going to feel it in your body, and chances are you may even be cognitively ignoring it. In other words, telling yourself it's not that big of a deal. I should just suck it up and deal with it and push through it and ignore it. And it's no big whoop. No big whoop. You are going to end up kicking a sense of stress from your physical body into your brain, which is going to be telling you that your world is not safe, that your life is not safe, that whatever's going on that's stressing you out is not safe. So even if it's things that you want, and that you desire, and that sound amazing and sound juicy and like, oh yeah, give me some of that. Like more money, which I talk a lot about, yeah, give me some more money. I'd love some more money. And you say that to yourself cognitively in a conscious, place in your thoughts, but your body is feeling tense about money because you got an unexpected bill or you're worried where the next, you know what I mean, where your next sale is going to come from. That tension in your body is going to give your brain feedback that you're not safe with that thing. So let's say you want to manifest this house in the Mediterranean, but part of you worries about upkeeping it or the taxes, or how's that going to work with my partner? And my partner doesn't really want to live in the Mediterranean. Am I going to have to separate from my partner? All of those beliefs are going to plant themselves in your body, kick up a stress response about the thing you want to manifest, and get in the way of you being able to create what it is that you want. So regardless of what it is that you want, whether that's more business success, more money, more freedom, you just want more time to go to yoga. You just want to that house in the Mediterranean. You want to fly first class. You want your kids to be happy at school, whatever it might be. If it's not showing up in your life, chances are there are some of these locked in stressors that are basically existing on a cellular level and giving your brain, your conscious brain, subconscious feedback that whatever it is that you want really isn't safe for you to have. And I know that that can be really confronting, and that can be a really big bummeroonie to hear. What do you mean it's not safe for me to have $1 million? That's bull. I want $1 million. What do you mean it's not safe for me to have yoga every day? I want to go to yoga every day. Well, something is going on that's telling you that it's not safe to go to that next level of freedom, to that next level of what it is you desire, to have more success in your business, to have more money. It could be something as simple as if I go to yoga every day and I start to feel really good and my partner keeps on the same road that he's on, eating processed foods and not feeling really good, our paths are going to diverge, and I'm really afraid I'm going to lose my partner. And so I'm not willing to go there because I have subconscious beliefs that if I get healthy, I'll lose my partner. And so that subconscious, outside of my awareness belief, is going to kick up and hold me back from actually having the thing that I want to have, which is the freedom to go to yoga every day. What? I say, what? Yeah, that's the way these things work. That's the way these limiting beliefs work. That's the way that we hold ourselves back from what it is that we truly want, and how our nervous system, when it's dysregulated, it ends up kicking up this constant sense of stress about what it is that we want or about life in general that makes us feel as though it's not safe to have more, that makes us feel as though it's not safe to expand, that makes us feel as though maybe we're not worthy of it, maybe we're not deserving, maybe we're not enough. And so we need to embody this sense of safety. We need to embody this sense of expansion. We need to embody this sense of more is delicious before it can actually manifest in our life. And this is part of the equation that many people get very, very confused about. Is either they're trying to manifest through their mindset alone, through affirmations, visualizations, vision boards, all of that kind of stuff. Great tools, but they're just tools. They're not utilizing the wisdom of their body. They're not utilizing the feedback that their body can give their conscious brain, that this next level, that this next thing is safe for me. And they're not allowing and expanding into that feeling that this is delicious before it arrives. Here's the last point that I really want to make. Part of this expanding into this is delicious before it arrives and feeling that in your nervous system is understanding that manifestation is like a plane in a sonic boom. The manifestations don't follow the moment we take aligned action, inspired action, intuitive action. They follow afterwards. But what happens for so many people is between the inspired aligned action and the manifestation, they lose hope. They get frustrated. They begin to feel as though this just doesn't work. They begin to feel like it's hard or it's heavy. They begin to feel like this is just bullshit. Well, there's tons of science that backs up the law of attraction and manifestation that I'm not going to go into here today. But the point is it always follows like a sonic boom. It never follows at the same moment. And it's in that moment, it's in that time between when you're taking that aligned, inspired, intuitive action from that clear channel within you and the manifestation appears that we become most vulnerable to sort of falling off the wagon, becoming filled with self-doubt and fear and contracting back into that fearful, stressful place where our nervous system is giving us feedback that it's not safe. Well, it's not going to happen anyway. Why should I even try? Why bother? That's the danger zone. Gonna take a highway to the danger zone. Yeah, we don't want to take a highway to the danger zone. We want to take a highway to the safety zone. Do the safety dance, right? You can dance if you want to. I know I'm going to sing to you guys every time, but we want to embody that sense of safety even when it's not there yet. And that is when spicy magic happens of when we can create those things that we desire from that delectable place that is from overflow and is from pleasure and is from ease and is from this sense of play and fun and joy and fulfillment and love and freedom. And oh my goodness, I get to live this life. Even when you haven't hit Broadway yet, you're still singing the Broadway tunes. That's when the spicy magic happens. And so I want to encourage you guys to understand that when we can come from this relaxed, juicy place where we bounce back and we're resilient to stress in our nervous system, that's when our manifestations happen more quickly, more easily, and everything feels a lot more fun along the way.